Hello and welcome back to another Arkham horror live stream. Today we are continuing on in our The Forgotten Age campaign expansion, and we are hopefully going to make it out a little bit better than what we did last week. Last week we ended with 3 experience and a nice little physical trauma for Daryl. So, unfortunate, but that is what happened. We did get 3 experience. I also did not read the interlude. I was not expecting there to be an interlude right after game 1, but there is. And so we've got the interlude that we will read and then hop into game 2. So that is the goal for today. We are playing the Return to version, and so there's a couple of changes which we will walk through. But since the Return to version is considered to be a more friendly campaign, I'm here for it. We had 3 experience. 3 experience last week. We have we have Finn, and we have Daryl. Finn, I went ahead and spent 2 of the experience for pickpocketing, level 2. So I swapped up the level 0 pickpocketing. It's fast, meaning it does not take an action to play. Hey, Joshy, how's it going? Welcome. And then it says after you evade an enemy, we can exhaust pickpocketing to draw a card or gain 1 resource. If you succeed by 2 or more, I may do both instead. And so really, really nice, flexible. We were running into a little bit of money issues with Finn, and so we went ahead and hopefully that will help fix that. I did not float any resources for Daryl. We had 3. We spent 1 of them on hiking boots, which, yeah. For some reason, I was like, wait, can he take these? He can. Hiking boots, a level 1 seeker card. Limit 1 footwear per investigator. It gives him that +1 feet, which is nice in this campaign. And then also, after the last clue is discovered from your location, we can exhaust hiking boots, move to a connecting location with at least 1 clue, or to a connecting unrevealed location. So it helps just with the mobility. And then we've also got Dr. William T. Mailson, the level 2 version of this. When an investigator draws an encounter card from the encounter deck, we can exhaust him, place 1 of your clues on the location. We get to draw another card, and we get to choose which one to resolve. So this is going to be really helpful because Daryl just completely got eaten alive by some of those encounter cards last time, and so hopefully that will help. I did switch out. I took out Lucky. There's another thing that I took out. I did a little bit of modifications between the 2, and I went ahead and I decided to, but we are adding in the level 0 version of Dr. Milson as well. There's a 1. He's a nice little soak as well. But my sleeves. There they are. I was running at a weird, I think I had ended up with 31 cards. And so I cut out Lucky and I cut out 2 of the skills. I don't actually remember what they are now, but that should be everything now. So we got 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, or 14, 16, 18, 22, 4, 6, 8, 30. So now we are at the right number of cards. So there's that. I got my camera zoomed out, so hopefully we can have a little bit more space to fit everything on the table. But let's read interlude 1. I also have a campaign log, so if you use the campaign log, or if you're watching on YouTube, the campaign log is going to be down in the video description. That's going to be that is the kind of going to be where we hold all of the information, and it has links to the decks and everything like that. Joshy, your patience to de-sleeve and re-sleeve cards amazing. Yeah, that's fair. Also, the more that I am messing around with these, oh my goodness, what are they called? There's some. It's not the Phantom. It's the Paladin. I'm really enjoying these Paladin sleeves. They're the Percival sleeves. They They feel very, very high quality. That's what we have Daryl's deck sleeved in, and Daryl goes over here because, yeah, because that's where he was last time, and it's gonna mess me up if I don't do it. Let's read some interludes. In order, read each of the following sections, then proceed to scenario 2, the doom of Eztli. I think Awakened Realms do Paladin sleeves with all their games. That makes sense. I think Paladin sleeves is Sword and Board. I think that's the. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a partnership there. But yeah, I mean, like, they feel. I'm like, these are nice. Like, I can feel them. I usually don't like the non-matte sleeves as much. Like, these are just glossy. But these, I'm like, okay. And they were there were some of the cheaper sleeve options, I think, which is pretty awesome. Also, we're both poisoned, so that's cool. Check your supplies. Each investigator with a blanket reads restful sleep. The rest read tossing and turning. I'm pretty sure that none of us had a blanket. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the campaign log because that's where all the information is. Might as well go right to the truth. Daryl sitting with the trauma already is really sad. Nope, no one has a blanket. So tossing and turning. Those nights in the jungle, I barely slept. A strange fog rolled through the camp each night, plunging the area in an intense and particular cold. My bedroll offers some protection against the elements, but we hadn't prepared for this unnatural weather. Flies and mosquitoes buzzed in my ears every time I began to drift off. Even when I finally slept, I would soon be startled awake by the crawling of an insect or a lizard across my face. I'll wager... Oh my gosh. I'll get very little sleep on this journey. You suffer one physical or mental trauma. Oh, geez. Just starting out and doing physical and mental trauma. Okay. So I will update. So we're going to give a mental trauma to Daryl. And a physical trauma to Ed. Oh, cool. That's good. I like starting with trauma. Check your supplies. The investigators as a group must cross off one of the provisions per investigator from their supplies. For each provision they cannot cross off, choose an investigator to read low on rations. So we brought 3 rations, so we can cut those off. The lead investigator must choose one investigator to be the group's lookout. Then that investigator checks their supplies. If they have the binoculars, they read shapes in the trees. Otherwise, read eyes in the dark. No binoculars. Oh my gosh. Each night I was watched. I didn't feel like I watched. I saw the eyes peering out from the inky darkness that surrounded our camp. They knew we were there. The yellow eyes watched me. Alert, my weapons drawn. You ready to defend the camp if the need arose. Our eyes met. The darkness seized my heart. You suffer one mental trauma. This is awful. Okay, so after scenario 1... No, actually, I think we're going to suffer more. Check your supplies. I feel like all these starting conditions are making me considering throwing in the it's like demoralizing. It's like, okay. Like, cool. I also don't have any healing. That's the problem. And maybe I needed to bring a guardian to the table and bring some healing. I think there's actually healing in basic, which we may have to look at. But, oof. Check your supplies. Each investigator with medicine may cross it off from their supplies to choose and remove a poison weakness from any investigator's deck. We have 1 medicine. Any investigator who still has a poison reads the poison spread. We're going to suffer... Okay, so we'll take the poison out of Daryl's and give Finn a physical trauma. Okay, so Finn has 2 physical trauma, 1 mental trauma. Daryl has 2 mental trauma and 1 physical trauma. That's ridiculous. I'm going to update the campaign log right here, right now, just in case. We got 2. I'm kind of hoping my my rope and stuff that I brought along does something well. And I also hope we don't have to do this every single time because I will be dead very, very soon. But the nice thing about dying is you get to play more investigators, right? Right? Demoralizing, like doing well in the Galaxy's Most Wanted campaign in Marvel Chain. That's true. That's true. Wow. Okay. Cool. Check your campaign log. If the investigators were forced to wait for additional supplies, read intro runs. If the investigators cleared a path, I think we were forced to wait for additional supplies, but I don't remember writing that down. Uh, oh, we were forced to wait for additional supplies. So read additional or intro one. Our rumors, Jose and Maria, our runners, Jose and Maria, returned several days later. They were fully stocked with food, water, aspirin, and weapons. I'm curious how deep Alejandro's connections are in Mexico. For an outcast historian, he was able to secure guns and ammunition faster than I had anticipated, but perhaps it is better if he keeps his source undisclosed. We ventured once more into the jungle. This time we were prepared. We had learned from our previous excursion, and we had made our way across the river canyon, venturing deeper south than we had ever dared before. Eventually, we reached the ruins. Alejandro saw it, and we Alejandro saw it, and soon we will enter what Alejandro believes to be the main temple. Strangely, the serpent creatures we encountered earlier did not attack us in force as we had feared. Could they have fled? Or are they simply lying in wait, preparing to ambush while we sleep at night? Alrighty. Setup. Gather all the cards from the encounter sets. Boom. And then we also are playing with a couple of different encounter sets based on the return to. And so this is kind of what the return to card looks like. And it tells you what encounter sets to swap in and out. And so we are doing that. Put the entryway into play. Actually, hold on. Gather the three. We have to remove and change some of these, but I think the entryway is fine. Each investigator begins play at the entryway. Create the exploration deck, and this is where we will. Oh, wait, we have entryway here. Okay, so gathering encounter sets, also gather these. Gather the 3 Pit Viper cards from the Serpent's encounter set and set them aside. So let's go find the Pit Vipers. Okay, Pit Vipers from the Serpent. Oh, that's a different set, isn't it? Oh yeah, I didn't even grab those. Okay, so Serpents. Also, the return to boxes are great at storing. They come with these like dividers, and I'm really liking it. I like the way that they store stuff. Alrighty, where's this? There's the Serpents. Gather the 3 Pit Vipers from the Serpents. I don't like bringing the Pit Vipers in. I'm not a huge fan of that. Okay. Set them aside out of play. Those are going to go over here. We've got, before setup, remove the original burial pit, underground ruins, and secret passage from the game. So the originals are here. So burial pit, underground ruins, and secret passage. We're removing those from the game. Get out of here. Yeah. And then, before setup, replace the original entryway. Okay. New entryway. Wait. No, this is the new entryway. Ancient Hall. Grand Chamber. Ancient Hall, Grand Chamber. And the Chamber of Time location. Chamber of Time was set aside out of play, so that's going to go over there. with the new locations. Before setup, replace the original Harbinger enemy with the new Harbinger. There's the Harbinger. It goes over there. Curious what changed there. That may be interesting to look at. When building the exploration deck, use only sealed passage, mosaic chamber, tomb of the ancients, throne room, snake pit, and ancient hall, and the grand chamber. Okay, that was everything. Do not include any of the original. For the duration of the scenario, the following rules apply. After a successful exploration is made, shuffle the top card of the encounter deck into the exploration deck. Attach this card to the scenario reference as a reminder. So kind of the same mechanic as last time, which I still think that I enjoy that mechanic. I think it's a cool mechanic. Let's get these sleeved up. Some of these actually do have vengeance and victory displays on them. So like the throne room has a vengeance one, victory one. And so cool. Okay. Set each poisoned. We are still poisoned with Finn. We're now ready to begin. Alrighty. Good morning, Beast Snow. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Alrighty. So, the goal here is to not die. Man, we need some health. We have one healing card. We have one physical healing card with Daryl. He can place clues on his location to heal himself, but we don't have any mental healing, which we probably will need to figure out, especially if we continue to take, trauma at the rate of 6 per 6 per scenario. That can kill us pretty quickly. Wow. But here we are. Okay, we got this. Let's go ahead and... How did I have this set up last time? I think we'll go here. Entrance, we're starting here. Got the Doom. And then our exploration deck is going to be over on this side. How you doing, Beast Snow? Okay. So we've got Agenda 1A. Despite its Taka's warnings, you've entered the ruins of the temple in search of ancient knowledge and artifacts. This agenda gains +1 Doom per investigator threshold. So we are at 8 instead of actually 6. When this agenda advances, do not remove Doom from each location in play. That's a scary thought. Act 1A. After your hellish journey through the jungle, the quiet solitude of the temple ruins sows paranoia in your mind. Serpent's eyes glare at you from the darkness. Every drop of water and the fallen pebble causes you to whirl about in search of danger. But the real danger is yet to come. Explore. Draw the top card of the exploration deck. If it's a connecting location, move to it and put it into play and move to it. Still trying to figure out exactly where I want all of this stuff to live. Got entryway. We got some good space down here. Sweet. Alrighty. We are poisoned. Where's the act agenda stand? Oh, because I'm using luxury playstyle, and also I should note that these were sent to me to review and play with. These are luxury playstyle tokens. They are super high quality. I love them. But they don't fit in the act agenda stand. And so I'm running this without those. I'll probably be switching off between them because I do really like buy the same token. I really like luxury playstyle. And so, yeah, I have a little bit of both. The other thing about the act agenda stand, if it stands up, it's really nice. But when it's laying down, it blocks like the bottom half from my perspective. And so it's actually like a lot harder to see. where the like the villain stand for Marvel Champions doesn't do that. Okay, so Finn may take an additional action during our turn in order to, which can only be used to evade. As a star effect, we get +1 for each enemy in play. If you succeed by 2 or more, you can discover 1 clue at your location. Alrighty, we'll let it slide since it's hard to see. Daryl, we start with Daryl's Kodak in play. And as a fast action, during a skill test at your location, we can spend 1 evidence from an asset you control, reduce the difficulty of the test by 2. Also, I need to pull these cards out because these are my customizable cards. And we don't put those in the deck. I didn't upgrade any of these, so I'm just going to put these aside because they don't actually have any additional benefits at this point. So we can make skill tests a little bit easier. Daryl's Kodak. After an enemy or treachery enters play, exhaust Daryl's Kodak. We can place 1 resource from the token pool on that enemy or treachery as evidence. I've discovered any number of clues. Move that many evidence on enemies or treacheries at that location to Daryl's Kodak. So we can start using these to make our test a little bit easier, which is a really fun way to play. We are poisoned over here on Finn, and we're ready. Alrighty, entryway. This is 2 Shroud. Resign. You've escaped for now. I feel like I will probably be using this ability. As an action, we can check your supplies. If you have torches, look at the top 2 cards of the exploration deck. Discard 1 treachery or enemy looked at this by this effect. Shuffle the exploration deck. This effect can be used at any location. This comes in with 2 clues. I like different colored sleeves on my games, but if I could go back, I'd do nothing but clear matte. It's so nice to buy in bulk and the cards still. Yeah. I would agree with that. The clear is just easier to maintain from like an inventory perspective. Okay, let's check and see if any of us have torches. I do believe we actually do. We've got, yep. So Daryl has some torches, so that's nice. Let's see what our opening hand looks like. We'll go Daryl first. We get 5. We also get 5 resources, which is nice. Five over here. We got research notes, which is excellent. Empirical hypothesis, beautiful. For some reason, they also feel smoother to shuffle. Oh, really? Interesting. I'll have to refill that. Dr. William Mailson, deduction and perception. Honestly, this is a really good hand. I'm very, very, very happy with this hand. You know, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. We'll shuffle our underprepared back in. But, I mean, we have the money to put most of that on the table. It gets a good bit of our engine up and running. So that's pretty great. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Let's see if Finn is as lucky. They also don't get hung up on each other so much. Really? Why do they get hung up? Oh, they catch corners? That's interesting. I don't know why they would do that. 2, 4, 5. We got shortcut. We got smuggle goods. So play only if there are no enemies at your location. We can search the top, either your discard pile or the top 9 cards of your deck for an illicit card and draw it. If you search your deck, shuffle smuggle goods into your deck. Okay, that's kind of cool. We got a Mauser C96, Finn's Trusted 38, and an emergency cache. So Finn's Trusted 38 fights, we get +2. The attack enemy is not engaged with you. You get to deal +1 damage. We got Mauser 1 ammo. We can get +1 and +1 damage if you succeed by 2 or more. We get to either ready or gain a resource. Maybe I shuffle in a bad way. No. No. I think what we'll do is we'll keep smuggled goods. I think we're going to mulligan these 2 into a disguise. That's nice. And then a sneak by. Beautiful. Okay. That helps. We actually don't need a ton of resources right now, but we will here soon. We have enough to actually just play. Um, but I mean, we'll be able to explore, I think, because you can drop Disguise and Finn's Trusty 38 and explore, and everything in there should be a valid explore. We have to move there, which could be bad. I don't trust this game anymore. Okay. Let's go ahead and have let's have Finn go first. We'll spend 3 to play a disguise. This comes in with 4 supplies. We can spend 1 supply, evade. We get +2 for the evasion attempt. If you succeed and the enemy is non-elite, it does not ready during the next turn. So that's nice. We're going to spend 2 to play Finn's Trusty 38. This comes in with 3 ammo. I get to show off the ammo counters. So, got that in the white handle on the gun. So we got 3 there. Oh, my action counters. Would have never been able to figure that out. Alrighty, so that was 2. So we're down to 1 action. And our last one, we will use the Explore action here. Reveal the top card. It is a secret or sealed passage. 9 shroud. Ew, I don't like that. It is connected. Check your supplies. If you have the key of Eztli, search the exploration deck and all set aside cards for Chamber of Time and put it into play. If it's Act 1, skip directly to Act 2A. For the remainder of this act, Seal's package is connected to Chamber of Time and vice versa. So that's an action, and then he must move here. And then these are connected like that. Alrighty. That was my 3. Time for Daryl to do some stuff. We've got... I think we're just going to be building with Daryl. We got 2 to play Empirical Hypothesis. This is a customizable limit 1 per investigator. At the start of each round, choose the following criteria. You fail a test by 2. You succeed by 3. And when they're chosen, we can exhaust this and add 1 evidence to it. We can use an evidence to draw a card. But what's really nice is that we can use it because it's an asset. We can spend the evidence on that card to reduce our skill test. We're going to spend 1 to play Research Notes. We're going to spend 1 to play Dr. William T. Mailson. So we're down to 1, and that's going to be our 3 actions. But Research Notes, after a player card ability places 1 or more of your clues on a location, place that many resources on Research Notes as evidence. We can test book 0. For each point you succeed by, you may spend 1 evidence to discover 1 clue at your location. So we can either get the clues back really easily, or this is also evidence. So we can spend these to make our test easier. And then Dr. Mailson is the one where we can help with some of the encounter cards. He's also a nice 2/2 soak, which is significant at this point. Okay, we've got... Oh, wait. And then this is after a successful exploration. We're going to shuffle the top card of this in. Then if I had 1 more action, I may actually think about resigning here, just because this seems a little creepy. I don't know if we should be going in here. Okay. Enemies, nothing happens. We're going to pass out money, unexhaust everybody. Daryl is going to get an unexpected courage. Finn is going to get a doomed. Oh, good. Okay, so this is happening. Take 1 horror. In your campaign log, under investigators, earn story assets, record that doom approaches. If this was already recorded, remove this and add the next one. And so... do I discard this or do I keep this in my hand? I think I discarded because it, like, the effect went off on the revelation. Okay, so doom approaches. If we draw that 5 times or 4 more times now, we lose. Hey Jester, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. We don't lose, but Finn dies. Write it down so I don't forget. Cool. Well, at least we got that out of the way, I guess. Um, top of the round, we're gonna add one Doom over here. Finn's card is gonna be a Tyndalos Alpha. Alert, retaliate. After Tyndalos Alpha attacks you, shuffle a non-story asset you control into your deck, moving all damage and horror from that asset to your investigator. Discard this card. At the end of the enemy phase, discard Tyndalos Alpha. Doing well, doing well. Like to just getting absolutely obliterated by Arkham Horror. And then over here we've got a Brood of Yig, Hunter. Gets +1 fight for each vengeance point in the victory display, which is currently 0. I need to add a vengeance counter. I need to figure that out. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. I think we have to take out this Tyndalos Alpha. He has a 4. We're gonna spend 1 on the disguise. So we are going to be evading for 6 to 4. My chaos bag. 6 to 4. -1, -3 if there's Doom on your location. -X where X is the number of location with Doom. Reveal another chaos token if you fail place 1 Doom on your location. Okay. So I feel fairly okay at +2. So we're not going to commit. And hopefully we don't get hit in the face. That could be really bad. Reveal another token. If you fail, place 1 Doom. Okay. Reveal another token. -3. We fail. Oh, geez. Okay. Okay. So 1 Doom goes on the location. He attacks us. We take 1 and 1. And we have to shuffle in a asset. I guess it'll be Disguise. No, it'll be Finn's Trusty 38. Wow. Okay. I think we will. That's so sad. I think we will try that again. We're going to commit sneak by. Oh, wait, we get plus. No, we were at 6, yeah. Okay. So we're 8 to 4. +1. We got him. So he's evaded here. He's exhausted. I'm gonna put a token here just so he doesn't ready. Ow. I need healing. I'm excited about this stream. I picked up the revised core set recently. Your wife and I played your first. Oh, good. Awesome. That's great. Who are you playing as? Okay. So that was that. Oh, actually one of those was free because I can take an additional evade action. We'll play Smuggle Goods. Top 9 cards. 1, 2. We almost got 2 treacheries in a row. Finn's 38. We're just going to take Finn's 38. If you search your deck, shuffle Smuggle Goods into your deck. I don't think I want anything else. Yeah. Finn's 38 is what we need. Hey, thank you for the follow. Idzilla? I'm sorry. It's really small. Zazilla? I'm not saying that correctly. I'm sorry. Alrighty. So we got that. That was 1, and then we will play Emergency Cash for 3 resources, and we'll be able to play Finn's Trusty 38 again. and we'll be able to shoot this guy. Okay. We're using the Fed and Librarian. Couldn't beat the first scenario. Switched to ex-con and Waitress. Beat it handily. Nice. Nice. Yeah, it's a game that I need to keep reminding myself. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. What was the first thing that came into play? This was the first thing that came into play. I need to remember Daryl's thing. That's evidence. I'm gonna put the red for not reading. Yeah, one of the things I need to remind myself about this game is that you're supposed to lose. Like I mean, like not really, but it's supposed to feel demoralizing, and it's supposed to feel like you are not not doing super great. Also, this is here. Also, I'm always choosing, unless I say otherwise, I'm choosing the succeed by 3. Okay, he's only got a 2 evade. I'm thinking that we could probably evade, maybe with an unexpected courage. How does the game rank for you against? It's my third. I like Lord of the Rings first, Champion second, and then Arkham Horror. That being said, I still really love this game. It's a great game. So, it's just one of those that. Yeah, it's a really good game. It's a really good game, and like the next expansion, Dunwich, just makes the game really open up and show kind of what the system can do, and it's just I think Dunwich is a phenomenal product, and like I usually tell people to not judge the game too much by the core set just because of how much more Dunwich adds. Actually, I'm gonna come back over here instead of using emergency cash. I'm going to move here. That way, when the brood readies, we can fix that. We will try and evade for 5 to 2. -3. There's one -3 in there, and we got both of them. Or we got it twice. That's gonna go here and get exhausted. I think we will, for my second action. Sorry, I'm still trying to get all this straightened out. I think for my second action, we could go entryway. We could search. Yeah, let's go ahead and search. Let's do a perception. So we're searching 7 to 2. The reason I'm going so high is that I do want to succeed by 3 or more to hit that empirical hypothesis target. So 7 to 2. Skull is -1, -3 instead if we have Doom, but we don't. So -1. We succeed. We get one of these clues. We get to exhaust empirical hypothesis and place a research on it, or a evidence on it, which we can then spin to make it easier. Perception, we were successful. We get to draw into the pocket multi-tool. Cool. Alrighty, that's pretty cool. We have the pocket multi-tool, which we can play next turn. I think what we will do is explore. Grand Chamber. Check your supplies. If you have a map and there are no clues on Grand Chamber for the remainder of the scenario and its resolution, Grand Chamber loses Vengeance 1 and gains Victory 1. That's pretty cool. This is connected here. And we did that. Comes in with 2 clues. Daryl is all about that life. Perfect. Okay. Enemies. Both of them are exhausted. So we'll go into the refresh phase. We will unexhaust everything. Not him. Unexhaust here. Engages Finn. We will gain a money and a card. What does Daryl get? Daryl gets a bizarre diagnosis. Okay. So place one of your clues on this location, then heal 3 damage from an investigator or ally asset at your location. So we can heal Finn with the bizarre diagnosis now. We do have a clue that we can drop. We can get him back fairly easily. We do need 6 clues total. Okay. Then we've got 1 money over here for Finn. Then our card is going to be a Slip Away. Nice. Slip Away allows us to evade a little bit easier. Top of the round, we're going to add a Doom. Finn is going to draw a Vengeful Serpent. Hunter, after you draw a Vengeful Serpent, draw each Vengeful Serpent in the victory display as well. Okay, gross. So he's engaged there. Then we've got a Ill Omen Peril. Choose a location where at least one investigator. Place 1 Doom on that location. Each investigator at the chosen location takes 1 horror. Jeez. Okay, well, it's gonna be here. No, it's gonna be at Daryl's location. Daryl has 6, Finn has 4, so we're gonna have to place the Doom here. And we'll take 1 horror. I feel like we're just gonna lose. Like, I feel like we're just gonna continue to take trauma. We're gonna be driven insane or die. Okay, so we're at a total of 4 out of 8 Doom because we have so much Doom on the locations and everything. Okay, we'll go Finn first, just because I do want to be able to play. Also, always Empirical Hypothesis there. Yeah, we'll go Finn first. We will reset our actions first. First, we're going to try and evade the Brood of Yig. We've got a 4. Okay, so 4 to 2. 0. So we successfully evaded the Brood of Yig. That was a free action. We will go 4 to 2 here. Come on. Skull, -1, because there's not Doom there. So we successfully evade the Vengeful Serpent as well. That's our first action. Second action, we will move up to Daryl. We'll spend 2 to play Finn's trusty 38. So, yeah. We have to kill some of these guys. Hey, Lucas, how's it going? Good morning to you. Okay. Over here on Daryl, we will play Bizarre Diagnosis. Place 1 clue on our location. Then heal 3 damage from an investigator asset. We're going to heal 3 from Finn. After a player card ability places 1 or more clues, place that many resources on research notes as evidence. Boom. We can test book 0 for each point you succeed. You may spend 1 evidence to discover 1 clue at your location. So we will go ahead and do that. We will actually spin this. We're testing 5 to 0. The reason that we're doing that is Empirical Hypothesis. And so we can... Oh, and also... I don't know why I'm having such a hard time forgetting Daryl's Kodak. It was... this guy. Yeah. Yep, so test book 0. We're testing for 5 for each point you succeed. You can spend that. Oh, wait, I guess so. The evidence is actually not spent. So book 0. -1. We can spend the evidence to discover that many clues at our location. We'll take 1. And we succeeded by 1 or more. Or 3 or more. So we'll get an evidence over here. So we can just transfer that evidence for 1 action. Ooh, do we want to... I'm trying to figure out. We want to clear this. We want to clear this. And I'm wondering. Yeah. I'm wondering if we want to clear that this turn. No, what we're going to do is we're going to spend our last action to spend 3 to play a pocket multi-tool. So this, during a skill test, we can exhaust pocket multi-tool, get +1 for the pocket. So just a little bit more just benefit there. But what we're going to do now is we can discover these 2 clues next turn and not care about the vengeance. So we can clear the vengeance easily. Alrighty. So no enemies do anything. Let's go ahead and unexhaust. I'm not quite sure how many times we can just exhaust all of the, or just evade enemies, but we'll keep trying. We got 1. Oh wait, no, this is actions. We'll go 3 actions. Our card is going to be Impromptu Barrier. We can play this from our discard pile. If you do, shuffle it into your deck after resolving its effects. The chosen enemy gets -1 evade for the evasion attempt. If you played Impromptu Barrier from your discard pile, you can evade an additional enemy at the same location with an evade of X or lower, where X is the amount you succeeded by. That's cool. That's cool. Then we've got reset actions over here. Get some money. Draw into a Unexpected Courage. Nice. Top of the round, Empirical Hypothesis. Finn is going to get Crypt, Chill, Test Brain 4. If you fail, choose and discard 1 asset you control. If you cannot, take 2 damage instead. We're going to exhaust Dr. Melson. When an investigator draws an encounter card from the encounter deck, exhaust this. We place 1 of our clues on our location, which we will place a research or an evidence and research notes for that. And we'll draw another and we'll choose which one to resolve. Revelation, put Entombed into your threat area. You cannot disengage from enemies or move. Test feet forward to escape the tomb or fists forward to break out. If you succeed, discard Entombed. If you fail, reduce the difficulty of this test by 1 until the end of the round. So we'll go ahead and choose to resolve that. We'll exhaust Daryl's Kodak and place an evidence over there. Because now we can grab that evidence when we search here. Daryl is really cool. I am really, really liking Daryl. He's a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun. And then we've got Daryl Simmons over here. Deep Dark. Put Deep Dark into your play next to the agenda deck. No more than 1 clue may discover from each location by each investigator each round. At the end of the round, discard 1 copy of Deep Dark from play. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, we are in trouble over here. Let's first research notes. We're gonna test 5 to 0. We're gonna go 6 to 0 with the pocket multi-tool. +1. We succeed, so we're gonna get Empirical Hypothesis is gonna trigger. We have to exhaust that. Then we get 1 here, we get a clue, and that's the 1 clue that we can get from there. So now we have a lot of plus. We have 4 evidence counters that we can use. Next action that we're gonna do is the whenever we explore, we need to shuffle this in. I keep forgetting that. We have to figure something out here. What we may do is we may have these come up here, engage Daryl, and have Dr. I don't want to kill off Dr. Milson. Um, I'm just afraid we have a lot coming in at us. Champions as your second favorite is shocking. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, no, Lord of the Rings is so good. Lord of the Rings started as my second favorite. It's actually the second I started playing. Actually, I guess technically I played Arkham like 2 years before I ever got into LCGs, but it's the second game that I got into. But as the game has progressed, it just itches so many of the scratches that I have for LCGs, where like it really engages deck building. It's building to the scenario. It has a lot of that. That being said, Marvel's a very 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 close second. Um, but Lord of the Rings is it's so good. It's so good. That was our first action. We cannot discover any more clues. We could try and run. Yeah, let's go ahead and explore. Throne room. While throne room has doom on it, it's considered to be in the victory display for the purposes of counting vengeance. This is connected. Sweet. It is not connected to the entryway. It is not connected here. This is actually a valid target to hide, which is pretty nice. That we got pretty lucky there, actually. Yeah. So we're gonna move here. This comes in with 2 clues. I never added a doom here, did I? Did I? 3. No, I think there's one more doom here. Did I? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so there's one more doom. Daryl could make the test on Finn's treachery, and Finn could evade those snakes. That's true. I would. Ooh, I wasn't thinking about that. I may actually have him do that. Um, this gets shuffled in. I think we will at first. Yeah. Okay. Before we move, our second action is actually going to be. Oh, this is once per test. So we're testing 3 to 2. I don't love that, actually. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. So Daryl's actually safe. Finn could actually hop over there as well and be fine. We have one more action over for Daryl. This is look at the top 2 cards, discard 1 treachery, shuffle the exploration deck. Or enemy. Treachery or enemy, so that's nice. We'll do that. We'll go ahead and there no clues or doom on throne room. Record mysterious scepter or add mysterious scepter to your supply. Okay. We'll discard this and shuffle. Okay, I'm happy with that. This is a 5. That's insane. Good thing that we can reduce it down. Okay, first thing over here, we're going to test feat 4 with an unexpected courage. So we're testing feat 6 to 4. Come on. 0. So we are good. Entombed gets discarded. That's 1. 2, we will move to the throne room. We'll move to the throne room, so we're safe from the enemies. The problem is that we're going to run into a lot of those enemies. which we could exhaust. We could get rid of all of them. Let's go emergency cash to get 3. Okay. These 2 guys are gonna hop up here. This guy is gonna hop up here as well. And then we will unexhaust everything. Pass out money. Everyone draws a card. We got backstab. Ooh, okay. So we can backstab like the brood, take them out. Actually, we may backstab the alpha. And then over here for Daryl, we've got a perception. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. At the end of the round, discard 1 copy. Boom. And we'll move on. We are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 out of 8. Finn is going to get another alpha. Okay, well, this guy's hanging out here. We will exhaust Daryl's Kodak to place. I need more. I need more treasure counters. Boom. Okay. Then Daryl is got entombed. We can test feet 4 or fist 4 to break out. You can go 4 to 2. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do Dr. Milson. You need your camera token for the evidence. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be really, really cool. That'd be awesome. We could Dr. Milson put a clue down there. I was hoping to grab those clues and like you can not disengage from enemies or move. We're gonna take it. We're gonna take it. Okay. Okay. We have the alpha here. We're gonna have Daryl go first just so we can collect these clues before the alpha dies. I'm hoping to kill the alpha. So we are at a 5. We are going to investigate. We're going to spend 1 research. We're going to spend it from here. So now it's at a 3. We're at a 5. We're at 6. We're going to play deduction for 7. 7 to 3. We're also going to play perception. We're going to go 9 to 3. And hopefully that will get us another clue. Or hopefully that will get us another token. So 9 to 3. Come on. -3. So that is 6 to 3. We succeed by 3. We get another counter here. We get this counter as evidence. We discover 2 clues. Vengeance and victory go up. We get to draw a card from perception. Uh-oh, underprepared. Play only if underprepared is the only card in your hand and you have exactly 1 resource in your resource pool. While underprepared is in your hand, each card you commit to skill test is considered to have 1 fewer matching icons. Gross. Okay, so that was 1. We will go ahead and use this action. So we added the mysterious script to our supplies. That's 2. I'm trying to figure out. So I need to get impromptu barrier. The problem is, can you overspend for cards, or is this just like you just have to figure out how to get there? Because like if I don't have cards, I can't get rid of money. So like I feel like I need to like play this. I don't know if I can legally take that action because I'm not engaged with an enemy. Um, I don't know. I don't know. That's weird. I feel like I'm just kind of stuck with this in my hand, and the deck cost is low enough that like I'm just gonna pile up resources and never be able to get rid of it. Um, we could try and test feet here. Nothing's gonna help with that really. Um, hmm. We'll test the feet. We'll do the feet. We'll use one research. So we're gonna go down to 2. So 3 to 2. Cultist is minus X, where X is the number of location with dooms on them, which is enough to fail. Alright. So that's staying here. Okay. You need more cards to spend your resources. That's so sad. Okay. Well, cool. After he attacks you, shuffle a non-story asset you control. I really don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and use backstab. So this attack uses feet instead of fist. If it succeeds, it deals +2 damage. But we're only at... No, we can't do that. Just kidding. It's like we can't succeed that. We're going to do slip away. Add your book to your skill. If you succeed by 2 or more and the evaded enemy is non-elite, it does not ready. So we are going 8 to 4. Skull is -1. So exhaust. He's slipped away. Add that there. That's a 1. I'm afraid of these guys. I am really afraid of those guys. I'm wondering if we go over there and... Oh, wait. That was a free evade. That was a free evade. So we could go over there and evade 2 of them. The evade can be... Yes, thank you. Thank you, Lucas. And then that also keeps the evidence counters where there are clues, and we can go grab those clues. Thinking that we do that. So we're going to use Finn to move. That's his first action. All of these guys are going to engage. We will use a disguise. Disguise does not get discarded when it runs out of uses, correct? We will evade the Vengeful Serpent. So we are 6 to 2. -3. No, unless it's written on the card. Sweet. Okay. So we can use all the charges, and then this guy, when it attacks, can shuffle disguise back in, and we can get it back. Okay. We will we will disguise the Brood of Yig. 6 to 2 again. This is my last action. Zero. We're good. And then these also do not ready. Disguise is hanging out. Then this guy's just going to attack us, shuffle, disguise in, and then he will get discarded. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alrighty. We have to figure out how to get rid of that, though. I didn't think about that. Finn's probably going to have to go back over and help. Finn may take a couple of shots with the 38. But enemy phase, we're going to attack here. So we will take 1 and 1. I need to figure out how to heal mental trauma or mental damage. After he attacks you, shuffle a non-story asset you control into your deck, moving all damage and horror from that asset to your investigator, and then discard this. We'll shuffle disguise in, and hopefully just get that again. That'll be nice. All of those guys are exhausted, and they're actually not going to ready, which is pretty great. I guess we do have... We can take this down to 2 and pocket multi-tool this thing up. Okay. Okay. Let's unexhaust everything. No, no. Slip away. Okay. We will reset actions. Top of the round. Finn gets some money and a smuggle goods. Daryl gets a manual dexterity, alrighty, and a money. Yeah, we're just gonna. I don't know how to get rid of this because I'm just not gonna be able to pay enough money. So manual dexterity I can get rid of. Draws a card. Impromptu barrier I can spend money to try. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right. Top of the round. We'll add a doom here. So that is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 8. Very, very close. Yikes. We have 3 out of 6. We have all the clues on the table that we need, but let's see what Finn's got. Finn has got merging timelines. Discard the top 5 cards to your deck. For each card in your hand that matches one of the discarded cards, discard that card from your hand and lose 1 action. Shuffle each weakness discarded by this effect. So we got backstab and smuggling goods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we don't lose any, but we did lose our pickpocketing, which is really sad. Bummer. Okay. Then Daryl, Vengeful Serpent. After you draw a Vengeful Serpent, draw each Vengeful Serpent in the victory display as well. So this guy is here. We want to take a picture of that. Cool. Alrighty. Alrighty. What's up, Infectious Nobby? You've been out of the Arkham Horror loop for a while. Just wanted to drop in and say hi. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I am. Thank you for dropping in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. We are getting rolled on. Okay. I cannot disengage because of the Entombed. So Finn is going to go first and try and get rid of this Entombed for me. We're going to go Finn's trusty 38. Spin 1 ammo. You get +2 fists for this attack. If the attack enemy is not engaged with you, deal +1 damage. We're going to attack the Vengeful Serpent. We have a lot of evidence. We're fine. Attack the Vengeful Serpent. Actually, you know what? We may... No. Yeah. So we are going to go 5 to 2. Zero. So we succeed, we deal 2 extra damage. So this guy goes to the victory display. I feel like I keep like shifting this. Alrighty. That was 1. 2, we will hop over here. I guess it's not actually that much better for me to test this. I have to because this guy will take an attack of opportunity if I don't. Um, I could try and shoot it. I think I will do that. Spend 1 ammo. You get +2. Oh, wrong one. You get +2 for this attack. If the attack enemy is not engaged with you, it deals +1 damage. So we're attacking 5 to 2. We're attacking 5 to 2. Daryl can use one of the evidence for Finn to take the test. During a skill test at your location, spend 1 evidence. Oh, for some reason I thought it was just Daryl's test. That's cool. Okay, yeah, let's absolutely do that. We'll spend 1 evidence. So now I still think we're gonna do this. It's gonna be 5 to 1. 5 to 0. 5 to 0. -2. We succeed. Deals +1 damage. This guy is dead. That's really cool. Thank you for pointing that out, Lucas. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, that was my. Okay. Daryl. Daryl has this guy. The Entombed. Let's go ahead and spend. Actually, what we may do. Is Dunwich the first? Yes. Yeah, Jester. Dunwich is the first one. The first like campaign expansion that comes with a lot of really good stuff. I would also, if you're interested in any of the investigator starter packs, they have like pre-built investigator decks, which are really really good. That'd be another direction I would point you, but you should get Dunwich first. Okay. Um. We're going to. Oh, if we fail, we could place a Doom, and that gets really sad. Yeah, we're gonna spend 1 evidence. We're going to go 3, 4 to 2. Well, manual dexterity 5 to 2. 0. Oh, sweet. Okay, so we succeed, and we also get empirical hypothesis. Okay, so we get a thing there. This is gone. And I get to draw a card, which is Bizarre Diagnosis. I definitely already got myself the booster deck. My wife and the side. Oh yeah. Oh, the boxer deck. Nice. Haven't got to try them though. Yeah, I haven't played. No, I played the Mystic, the purple deck. Really cool. Jacqueline Fine. I really 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 like Jacqueline Fine. Okay. So that was 1. Let's use this action. Go 1, 2. We'll discard that treachery, which means that there's only one treachery in here, which is nice. As soon as I saw there was a boxer, I immediately... Oh, yeah? Are you a boxer? Are you a boxing fan? That was my second action. Oh, okay. We will explore. The ancient hall. It is not connected to this. And so I think we discard until we get one. A treachery. Test feat 2. This test gets +1 difficulty for each doom on your location. If you fail, take 2 damage. Test feat 2. We will spend 1 evidence to make it reduce that by 2. So we're testing 3 to 0. So I think anything but the auto fail. Okay, so reveal another chaos token. If you fail, place 1 doom. -2. We are good. Hey fellas, how's it going so far? Did we get all the VPs yet? We are working on getting the VPs. They're being mean. They're being mean. But our deck is full of locations now, which is good. We've got some scepter, which is pretty sweet. We only have 6 trauma total across the 2 investigators after one scenario. I mean, like it's going pretty well. It's going pretty well. Alrighty. I think that's gonna be it. No enemies. We'll unexhaust everything. But I am really enjoying Daryl. Finn is fine. I'm really enjoying Daryl. Reset. Also, this guy is going to engage here. Reset. Let's go ahead and pass out some more money. Money that we will never be able to spend. Oh, yeah, I talked about getting a sink. Only 6 so far. Perfect. We got trench coat. Got +1 feet during evasion attempts. And we've got a shed a light. Fast. Play before revealing a chaos token during an investigation you're performing, and only if the difficulty of this test is currently 0. This test automatically succeeds. You discover 1 additional clue at this location and 1 additional clue at any location. That's huge right here, because we can lower this by 2, get all 3 of these clues. I like it, and that's going to be enough to progress. But we're going to move on anyways, because we're going to add a doom here. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Add 1 is 8. Let's figure out what's happening. I grew up on Rocky movies and love Daredevil. I always lean towards the puncher. Nice. That's awesome. That's really fun. Just then, a sound thrums in the walls of the temple, a dull humming similar to that of a generator. Grooves in the walls and the ceiling flicker and start to glow. It is as though the temple is alive and it senses your presence. The strange statues and carvings you've seen, coupled with the dim glow and the power coursing through the walls, makes it clear that this temple isn't Aztec in origin. In fact, it appears to be from an even older, more ancient civilization altogether. You feel as though you are an intruder in a world you cannot begin to understand. Confirming your worst fears, a loud hiss and rattling echoes throughout the temple. Whatever you just woke up, it is not happy to see you. Spawn the set-aside harbinger of Valusa at the location with the most doom. Okay, so we got this guy. He's a 2/4. He has 20 health. Alert, hunter, retaliate. While fighting this enemy, this enemy has 10 or more damage on it, it gets +2 fight and -2 evade. After a successful attack or evasion attempt against this enemy, place 1 resource on it. Then if there are 4 resources on it, it vanishes with a sinister hiss. Set it aside out of play, it keeps all its damage tokens. Vengeance 5. I'm gonna put that there. Okay. Cool. This serpent creature emerges from the shadow with with terrifying speed. It is bedecked in gilded feathers and wields a golden spear. The blade tip unravaged by time. The rattle at the end of the creature's tail produces a tremendous noise as the creature hunts you through the ruins. This gets +1 doom, so we're dooming out at 14. And that guy has 20 health. Cool. Awesome. Okay, so we got one over here. Deep Dark. Put Deep Dark into play next to the agenda deck. No more than one clue may be discovered by each. Oh, jeez. That's really gonna mess with our plans. We're going to exhaust Dr. Maelson, place a clue. We get a counter on research notes. We're going to choose that or merging timelines. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. For each card in hand that matches one of those cards, we lose an action. We have a backstab and a trench coat in that deck, right? Because I don't think we have. Yeah. So there's a chance that we lose one. Fairly decent chance we lose one. Good chance we can't. We could lose two. What I'm thinking of doing on Finn's turn is hopping over here, evading the Brood, or honestly maybe just backstabbing the Brood and killing off the Brood. Maybe 1, 2, move here, engage, and then evade. I also just don't want to be we're gonna choose merging timelines. Discard the top 5. We got Mauser, Nimble, Slip Away, Mauser, and Unexpected Courage. We lose 0 actions. Let's go. Big fan of that. Okay. We got one over here. Cool. Deep Dark. I'm glad we countered that. Oh, we also are engaged here. Forgot about that. Was he engaged with me? He No, we just unexhausted him. Okay, well, so that changes what we can do here. That's cool. Nice. Cool. Alrighty. So we can only find one clue from each location each round. I think what we will do is go ahead and get the one on the throne room. We'll want to come over here eventually. We need to clear this guy. This guy's going to hunt. So if we evade here, I can't let him hit me. He'll kill me. Or almost kill me, I guess. We have to evade here. And I think we're going to just stay in the throne room and just build up and let this guy kind of come to us. Okay. We will go here first. We could backstab. We could go 4-2. Because we could add one here. Oh, also, add one there. Yeah, okay, if we go feet, we're at 4-4. We can reduce it, and we can go feel like that's okay. Yeah. Let's backstab. We'll spend 3. We will spend 1 here. So we are going 4 to 2. Is there anything that I can, well, I can't really commit anything. Because it's -1. We could commit trench coat. I don't want to do that. We could commit smuggle goods. I feel like smuggle goods is too good. It's preventing 1 additional. If we commit 1, we're saving ourselves 1 token. So, come on. Woohoo! +1 for each exhausted enemy in play. 0. I've never drawn that with an exhausted enemy in play. That's kind of funny. If you succeed by 2 or more, you may discover 1 clue at your location. I think we did. We were at 4 to 2. We succeeded by 2 or more, so we get this clue. Nice. And then this guy is dead. Okay, well that was 1. Okay, that was nice. That was nice. Let's go ahead and gain a resource for a second and spend the 3 for a trench coat. We get +1 feet. And a damage buffer of 2. Okay. Got smuggled goods in our hand. Over here for Daryl. Honestly, I don't really know what I was going to do with Daryl. We could just be drawing cards. We have Bizarre Diagnosis. We probably need a little bit more damage before we play that. First action, we're going to draw a card. Empirical Hypothesis. Cool. Second action, we're going to draw a card. Unexpected Courage. 2, 4, 6. Okay, so question. Could I test research notes for a action? For each point you succeed by, you may spend 1 evidence. If I don't spend an evidence, can I just get an evidence for empirical hypothesis? I think so. I don't see any reason why that wouldn't work. I think I can do that. I don't see why I couldn't. Yeah. So we will pocket multi-tool. We will test book 0. We're at 6. We've got a 0. We succeed. We'll exhaust hypothesis and get a clue. Or get a thing. Sweet. Okay. That works. Thanks, Lucas. Okay. Enemies. Brood of Yig is going to hop over here and probably... We're getting really low on sanity. If we go to Daryl... Yeah, we're going to go Daryl. He's going to attack for 1 and 1. Okay. This guy is going to hop here. Alrighty. He's alert too. Man, that thing is nasty. Okay. We will reset on exhaust. And get money. Draw a card. Dr. Mailson, the level 0 Dr. Mailson. This is before he graduated. And then we've got Cherished Keepsake. Oh, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Get some sanity buffer. That's huge. That's really, really nice. That's the other thing that I could do with is look for more sanity buffer stuff. Alrighty. Well, Eddie Doom. Fen. It's got an obscuring fog. It gets +2 shroud. After the attack's location is successfully investigated, discard a. That's totally fine by me. Then Peril Surge. You must either to place 1 Doom on your location and discard Ancestral Fear instead of placing it in the victory display, or place Ancestral Fear in the victory display. Upping our Vengeance. Also, Deep Dark was discarded. It takes these up to a -3. I'm not sure what the Vengeance. It takes out a round of the game. We're going to place this here. Hopefully not be too bad. Alrighty. Okay. Not awful. Okay. So the goal for Finn is to hop over here and evade the Harbinger. We will be evading at a 5 to a 4, which doesn't feel good enough. We'll play Cherished Keepsake for 1. Yeah, 5 to 4 doesn't seem good enough, unfortunately. But I mean, like, we have to go for it. There's no way to not go for it. Oh. We have 2 actions left. One of them has to be a move. We have an evade, which is a free action. We could smuggle goods and hopefully grab a. And after that, Daryl goes after him to shed a light and discover all the clues. Yeah, yeah. So I guess Obscuring Fog has a Daryl's Kodak on it. We could commit smuggle goods. He hits for 2 and 2. We have to succeed. We can't not succeed on that. Is there anything that we can do over here? What we could do is have Daryl go first, evade, move, and do something. Then Finn can come over, engage, evade, and then we have the -2 here. That could help. I don't love it, but it is an option, and probably our best option, really, because we can commit an unexpected courage, I guess. Yeah. We play, move, engage, evade. Okay. So we're gonna have Daryl go first. Daryl is going to spend a empirical hypothesis to evade the Brood of Yig. We are at a 3 to 0. Reveal another chaos token. If you fail, place 1 doom. -2. We're good. Alrighty. So the brood is evaded here. That was 1. I'm trying to figure out what my second action is going to be. I'm going to move and engage, but I don't think I'm doing anything after that. So if I want to, I could evade with impromptu barrier. The chosen enemy gets -1 evade for this evasion attempt. So that would be at 3. I'd be at 3. I could drop him down to 1. I could go. Daryl actually may have a better job, or may be better at evading this thing than Finn. And we have a soak. Okay, so my second action, we're gonna move over here. Nope. The photographer. Yes, use the barrier. Excellent. Use the barrier. Be the barrier. Okay. We're going to, as our third action, use the impromptu barrier. You may play impromptu barrier from your discard pile. If you do, shuffle it into your deck. Evade. The chosen enemy gets -1 evade, so we are evading a 3 to a 3. We're going to spend 1 empirical hypothesis to make it a 3 to a 1. We're going to exhaust the multi-tool to make it a 4 to a 1. Four to a 1. If we reveal 0, we get the token back. Unexpected courage is just no. We'll hang on to unexpected courage. 3 to a 1. 3 to a 1. Or 4 to a 1. 4 to a 1. Cultist -X, where X is the number of locations with doom on them, which is 2. So we successfully succeed. Successfully succeed. You like that? Okay. Well, there you go. And then we have the impromptu barrier in our discard pile, which we can play from the discard pile, which is pretty cool. That was our last action. We did not do anything with empirical hypothesis, which is sad. All right. Finn now will play Cherished Keepsake for 1 action. We're going to move over here because Finn is going to be a nice evader there. And then we'll play Smuggle Goods. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll take the Thieves Kit, and then this shuffles back in. Thieves Kit, we can investigate. We use feat instead of book. If you succeed, gain 1 resource. Alrighty. Alrighty. Oh, wait. Shoot. I already grabbed the Thieves Kit. Also, after you successfully attack or evade, place 1 resource on it. Break out a different type of resource token. So the metal, the nicer ones here are evidence. That is the other. It's funny now that I have like 2. It's like, okay, which one's which? So okay, cool, we got that. Why is this? I feel like this keeps sliding or something. I keep like going askew. Alrighty. So enemy phase, nothing's happening. We will unengage. This guy is going to engage Finn. This guy's going to just go there. Got unexhaust, unexhaust. We get a money. We draw into another impromptu barrier. Alrighty. We get a money. And draw into another trench coat. Okay. Okay. Let's add a doom to the main. Finn's card is going to be Final Mistake. Test feat 2. This test gets +1 for each doom on your location. So we're testing feat 3. We're at 4. I think I need to save some of these. We take 2 damage. We actually have a way to heal 3 damage. So we're going to test 4 to 3. 4 to 3. Minus X, which is -2. If you want, you can engage exhausted enemies and evade them again. Oh. That's kind of cool. Alrighty, we take 2 damage. Go down to 3 here. Boom. Alrighty. Curse of Yig. Put Curse of Yig in your threat area. You get -1 fist, -1 health, and gain the serpent trait. Test Brain 2. This test gets +1 difficulty for each vengeance point in the victor display. If you succeed, discard Curse of Yig. Oh, I don't think I want to do that. Don't think I want to do that. Because it's going to be Brain 5. We're going to place a token here. Exhaust the dock. And Crypt Chill. Test Brain 4. If you fail, choose and discard 1 asset you control. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. Brain 4. I don't think there's anything that I can do that will save me here. -2. Alright. So we are going to discard Empirical Hypothesis. No, because we could discard the multi-tool. I like the multi-tool. We could go Empirical Hypothesis and then just play it again. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Let's spend 2 to play Empirical Hypothesis. And we don't get that benefit this turn. This way you can accelerate the resources on Harbinger if you are not planning on attacking. Got it. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That's cool. Okay. We're going to use research notes. Spend 2 to play Shed a Light. Fast before revealing a chaos token during an investigation you are performing, and only if the difficulty is the test is currently 0, which it is. The test automatically succeeds. You discover 1 additional clue at any location. We're going to take this, and at this location, and 1 additional at any location. Okay, so the first was playing. The second was Shed a Light. And we get this for Daryl's Kodak, because we got a clue from the Harbinger. We are going to play Bizarre Diagnosis to place a clue, get a counter, and heal 3 damage from Finn. Okay. That's my third. 3 clues. What's 3 clues? I'm sorry. Yeah, we get 2 here and 1 here. Also, we have a Vengeance over here, so that other test would have been awful. But Shed a Light. Yeah. It's such a good card. It's such a good card. I love it. Okay. Oh, we have the Pocket Multi-Tool as well. Okay. So over here for Finn, we've got the Harbinger. We're going to use our free evasion attempt. We're going to spend 1 on Daryl's Kodak to reduce this to 2. We're going 5 to 2. And if he's exhausted, Can he trigger alert and retaliate? +1. Let's go. So he's exhausted. We place another token. So that was a free. Retaliate, no, but alert, yes. That's less exciting. That Brood of Yig. Brood of Yig is gonna cop over. Actually, we are. Ooh, actually, what we can do is we can have the Brood of Yig come over. We can evade with Impromptu Barrier. Chosen enemy gets -1 evade for the evasion attempt. If you played Impromptu Barrier from the discard pile, you may invade an additional enemy at the same location with X or lower, where X is the amount you succeed by. So we could potentially evade this guy with an Impromptu Barrier from the discard pile. So if we have the Brood come over here, have him hit Dr. Maelson, so we save our health. Then we can test 4 to 0. And if we... No, but he's a 4, so we would have to get a +1, which we could... Or we would have to get not a minus. Oh, Dr. Maelson. I don't think that's worth it. I think it's... We can have the Brood come over and pile some damage on the trench coat and the cherished keepsake. And then we can evade the Brood. We can engage and evade again if we wanted to. The Harbinger. That... You could try and evade the Harbinger and use the bonus on the Brood. Oh, yeah. Take that down to 1. Test 4 to 1. And then hopefully succeed. That's probably the better way to do that. After a successful attack or evasion attempt against this enemy, place 1 resource on it. Then if there are 2 resources, it vanishes. Or I could shoot it with the trusty 38. I could shoot it with Finn's 38. Or I could engage and... Oh, that's so tough. Or I could come over here, engage this, and evade him. I don't think that gets me anything. If I had pickpocketing, that would be one thing, but I don't. Okay. We need clues. So I think what we'll do, we will gain a resource and play Thieves' Kit. I think we're going to need more clues. We have a huge act deck. We're just not moving through this quick enough. Okay. Enemy phase. This guy is going to come over and engage the Brood, or engage... We're going to have him engage Finn. We'll go 1 and 1. Okay. This guy is going to... have him engage here. I think we're just going to be doing a lot of evading. Okay. Let's reset our actions. Never took any actions apparently with Finn. We will get money. Finn is going to get a cheap shot. Add the feat value to your skill value for this attack. If you succeed by 2 or more, automatically evade the attack enemy. Okay, so a cheap shot would take out the Harbinger. Should be nice. We got Daryl is going to get a Winging It. You can play it from your discard pile. If you do, shuffle it back into your deck. Investigate. Your location gets -1 shroud for this investigation. If you played it from your discard pile, discover 1 additional clue. Nice. Nice. Okay. I really like that playing from the discard pile. That's a really cool archetype or way to play. I think that's I just think it's neat. All right. We're going to place 1 Doom here. Finn, Wrath of Yig, test Brain 2. This test gets +1 for each Vengeance counter. If you fail, put a set aside Poison Weakness into play in your threat area if you cannot take 2 damage. Honestly, I think I'm okay with the 2 damage here. So it's a lot, 2-1. I just don't want to place a -X. We fail. Take 2. Alright. Over here, we've got a Vengeful Serpent. Hunter, after you draw a Vengeful Serpent, draw each Vengeful Serpent in the victory display as well. Hard pass on that. We're gonna drop a clue. We get 1 here. Also, this is always +2. And we are going to resolve Creeping Poison. Each investigator who is poisoned takes 1 damage, and that surges. Or take 3 Vengeful Servants. Yeah, we're gonna. Sorry, Finn. You're great. And that's gonna surge into a Serpent Guardian. Spawn nearest location with at least 1 clue. Aloof. While Serpent Guardian is unengaged, his location gets +2 shroud. While there are 3 or more vengeance points in the victory display, it loses Aloof and gains Hunter. So it's going to engage Daryl. Okay. I feel like I'm just not. Survivor characters love to mess with the. Nice. Yeah, I feel like I'm just not moving through this. Like, we have so many. We have 3 to go. And, like, we're already sitting at 5 out of 12. Like, I feel like I'm just not going quick enough. I'm just trying not to die, which makes sense. I need to put in more. I need to put in more locations into play. Daryl's Kodak is going to get this guy here. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and spend 1 to play Impromptu Barrier to evade the Serpent Guardian. He gets -1, so it's a 0. We're 3-0. No auto fail. We should be fine. -2. We're good. Okay. So this goes to here. Serpent Guardian gets stuck here. And it's exhausted. That's 1. Now we are going to investigate. We're at 5. We're going to use a research notes. We are 5-0 now, but if we succeed, we get another empirical hypothesis. So 5-0. Auto fail. Awesome. That's sad. Okay. Last time on Arkham Horror. Hey, Maddie, how's it going? We are not doing well. We're not doing well. Let's test book 0. We'll pack a multi-tool here. So we're 6-0. I should have done that last time. I don't know why I didn't. 6-0, -5. Jeez. So that we still succeed. We will spend 1 to get a clue. then we get this. I've had better turns. Minus yeah, it starts in the bag. It starts in the bag at the start of the game. Yeah. Also, I forgot the interlude, Maddie. In the interlude, we ended up taking 5 more trauma. So, currently right now, at the end of one session, we had 6 trauma among the 2 investigators. So, it's going well. It's going well. That was rough. That was super rough. Use winging it 2 times to try and 3 clues the next turn. Oh, that's a good call. That's a good call. There's only 2 clues at the location. But yeah, that's a good call. Whew. Okay. Over here. We're going to evade. We're going to use this to take it down to a 2. We're at 5 to 2. Five to 2. Come on. Come on. I see. Oh, this is a Doom. Sorry. They look different. They look very similar. I'm sorry. Yeah. The current campaign I have is Dunwich, Carcosa, and Circle and Dun. I wonder why I didn't buy Forgotten Age. All right, its reputation precedes it. Circle and Dun is so much harder than Forgotten Age. Oh, really? +1. Woohoo! I am so great. Okay, so 1 here. He is exhausted. And there. Okay. We will go with the Brood of Yig. We'll go 5 to 2. Yeah, I heard that too. I'm probably sticking with Carcosa and Dunwich for a long time. 5 to 2. -3. We are good. Brood of Yig gets exhausted. Okay. We will Thieves Kit to try and get one of these clues. So we're going to go 4 to 2. I feel like I have to do that. Okay. So Circle and Dun is harder. What is the one after Forgotten Age? 4 to 2. Come on. +1. Let's go. Let's go. So we get a clue here. We are successful, so we get a money because the Thieves Kit. That's how the Thieves Kit works. I'm thinking about just throwing this Finn's Trusty 38 at the Harbinger and having it vanish. We could also grab the last clue and advance, but Circle and Dun is the next one. Okay. So we got 2 difficult ones back to back. I think after this one, I'm going to go back to Carcosa just because I want to experience the entirety of Carcosa and I missed out on that. But I think what we will do here, we have 1 action left. 1 action left. I think I may just shoot that thing. Go 5 to 2. It can't hit me back. I'm going to use Finn's Trusty 38. We're going to go 5 to 3. Or 5 to 2. 5 to 2. We're not modifying. Cool. Autofail. Nice. Cool, 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 cool. That's a bummer. Alrighty. So we will. Enemies don't do anything. We will unexhaust. We'll choose who these engage. This guy is going to come here. The brood is going to come here. And serpent is going to come here. Alrighty, let's reset. Unexhaust. Give money. Daryl's got a Dr. Christopher. And Finn has got a backstab. Does the Harbinger only need one tick? You can do this. Yeah, I just need to do one more on the Harbinger. Yeah. Okay. Top of the round, we'll add a Doom. 6 out of 12. We're halfway there. Yeah, yikes. Finn has got Ancestral Fear, Peril Surge. You must either place one Doom on your current agenda and discard Ancestral Fear, or place this in the victory display. We're gonna place a Doom. No, we're gonna place this. I need time more than anything. Okay, and then over here, final mistake. Test feat 2. This test gets +1 for each Doom on your location. If you fail, take 2 damage. So it's a feat 3 test. We have feat 3. You can go 4. Four to 3. We'll spend research notes. Go 4 to 1. Come on. I don't want to take 2 damage. -3, 4 to 1. We pass. Okay. Alrighty then. There we go. Big fan. Okay. We are going to get the we're going to get that clue. We're going to get that clue. So we need to evade over here, which may be easier than I think, or maybe harder than I think. We'll commit unexpected courage to this. We're going to go 4 to 1. We get +1, so 4 to 1. -3, so we pass. We don't get a counter. Okay, that's 1. We are going to play Winging It. So we are going to investigate. We get -1 Shroud. So we're 5 to 1. 5 to 1, yeah. Okay. Do you still have Bizarre Diagnosis on hand? No, I've used both of them. Wait. Did Finn take more damage? Did I place the clue and not heal Finn? Probably. No, I don't have Bizarre Diagnosis. 5 to 1. -2. That puts us at a 3 to 1. Not enough to get a counter, but enough to get a clue. We'll go ahead and spend 2, 3, 4. 5, 6 to progress. We have one action left, by the way. The ruins are far more vast than even Alejandro had anticipated. Carvings on the wall and hieroglyphics etched into stone altars suggest the existence of a central chamber underground. Perhaps a hidden passageway will show you this way to this chamber at the very heart of the temple ruins. Shuffle is set aside Chamber of Time location into the exploration deck. As you pass the strange glyphs in the walls, the ruins groan and creak in protest. The carvings glow ominously. Years of deterioration have faded the pattern of these glyphs, and the surrounding stones seep with a vicious pus. If I only had some way to restore these glyphs. Check your supplies. If any investigator has chalk, remove this act from the game. Otherwise, place this in the victory display against Vengeance 1. We have no. Magic and science. Whatever is inside this central chamber must be very important. Much care was taken to obscure its location. We can draw the top card of the exploration deck. If it's a connecting location, put it into play and move to it. Only investigators at the Chamber of Time may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. Okay. We have one more action left over here, which we will explore. The Ancient Hall is not connected to where we're at. Chamber of Time. That's the one we need. That's not connected. Where is Chamber of Time connected to? It is connected to the throne room. Okay. Snake Pit. Nope. Oh, wait. Nothing's going to be connected to this, Nelson. Come on. Okay, I'm just going to say that I knew that. Because we already have all the connected things to it. Just going to pretend like that never happened. Okay. Just kidding. We'll spend the last action to move here to the throne room. Okay. Over here, we will try and evade here. We're at 5. We'll backstab for 6 to 4. We'll go 7 to 4 with cheap shot. Reveal another. -2. We're good. Okay, so this guy gets set aside out of play. Right? After a successful attack, place if it has 2 resources, it vanishes with a sinister hiss. Set it aside. Okay. That was a free. We'll evade here. We'll go 5 to 2. 0. We are good. This guy's going to get evaded. That was 1. We will hop over here for 2. And we will explore the Snake Pit. After you put Snake Pit into play by exploring successfully, but before moving to it, spawn 1 set aside Pit Viper enemies in Snake Pit to a maximum of 3. Check your supplies. If you have binoculars, you may choose not to move. Cool. Ouch. Okay. Yeah, so adjust these 2. We come here, and Finn is going to get ransacked by these Pit Vipers. Cool. Okay. Jeez. Okay. That comes in with 2 clues. Enemy phase, we'll take 2 damage here. I think we will place 1 on the trench coat. They have a 3 evade. Oh, also Daryl's Kodak. After pit 5 will deals damage from it if you're not poisoned. Oh yeah, we're already poisoned. Okay. We're gonna take both of them here. Okay, Daryl's down to 2 health. We will unexhaust everything. Yeah, this campaign feels like it's trying to kill me. Okay. Reset. Actions. Get a resource. Draw into caught red-handed. Ready each enemy at your location or a connecting location. Each hunter at a connecting location moves 1 location towards you. If no enemies moved, they shuffle this back into your deck. This should shuffle back into our deck. The jungle doesn't... Yeah, the jungle really does not want us here, does it? That's fair. Okay. Alrighty. Daryl, I don't want to draw cards. I'm scared of what happens. Captivating Discovery. Search the top 6 cards of your deck. You may place up to 3 of your clues on your location. For each clue placed this way, choose and add 2 of the search cards to your hand. Alrighty. Okay. Top of the round, we're going to add 1 here. Finn is going to get a Brood of Yig. Cool. Another 1. Why not, right? We will exhaust Daryl's Kodak. Okay. And then, oh, sorry about that. And then Daryl is going to get Obscuring Fog attached to your location. Limit 1 per location. Okay. So I guess that just doesn't do anything because it already has an Obscuring Fog there. It is a sweet game. It is a sweet game. Yeah, it's really, really fun. It's just brutal. We're at 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we are 5 rounds away from completing the scenario. I need to do something. We're going to have Daryl go first. Yeah. We're going to move down here. That's 1. We are going to investigate using winging it. I'm going to spin 1. We get -1 shroud. If you played winging it from your discard pile to discover 1 additional clue if you succeed. We're 5 to 0. We're going to go 6 to 0. -5. Okay. We still succeed. We still don't get the empirical hypothesis. This gets shuffled into our deck. We discover 2 clues. And we will get 2 of these. Okay. Oh, and we need to shuffle this in there because we successfully explored. Forgot about that. We're gonna use, and we're gonna look at the top 2 cards. Discard 1 treachery. Our enemy looked at this way. Are we? We're just gonna explore. Ancient Hall. This is not connected. Mosaic Chamber. This is connected. Check your supplies. If you have a canteen, the chamber accepts your gift of water. Remove 1 doom from any location in play. This is... Okay. Like, make some room. Those guys are going to kill me. That's fine. Because this is here. We move, shuffle this in. And 2 clues. I feel like I run none of the good... Well, I guess I have torches. Like, I could discard this stuff, but... Okay, that's my actions. I forgot about these guys. We have too many enemies on the map. Okay. Alrighty. I think I have all this correct. These are not connected. These are connected. Okay, that's better. Okay, we have 3 actions over here at Finn. We still had 1 damage on the trench coat. We'll go Brood of Yig. We'll go 5 to 2. +1. Brood of Yig is exhausted. Five to 3. -3. So we don't succeed, but no alert. We'll go 5 to 3 again. -2. We succeed. These are not connected, so these guys are not going to make it over. I think I have to go 1 more Pit Viper. We could try and... No, we can't fight it. I didn't think about Daryl not being there. So I thought I was going to be able to use these evidence counters for Daryl. The other option is we could just move. Because these guys are going to engage me and take the attack of opportunity. We'll take 2 damage from the Pit Viper. It's not, we can't do that. And we're just going to get engaged with all of these guys again. Failing that second test was really sad. Let's go ahead and commit trench coat. We'll go 6 to 3. -1. So we succeed. The Pit Viper is exhausted there. But they're all about to engage us again. Okay. So enemy phase. These guys are going to move here. Wait, this is not a hunter. So this guy's going to move here. Okay. On exhaust, these guys will all engage Finn. Okay. On exhaust everything. Reset actions. These are not hunters. So I could just leave the snake pit and be fine. The Brood of Yeg is. Okay. Let's get him money. And a card. Hiking boots. Hey, hey. Let's get a money. Amount of money. And a card. Another Thieves Kit. Okay. Top of the round, we're going to add a Doom. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Finn. Put Cursive Yig into your threat area. You get -1 fight, -1 health, and gain the Serpent trait. I think we have to not let this happen. That puts us 1 away from death. Whenever any investigator draws an encounter, we'll exhaust, place a clue. We get a thing here. And we will resolve Brood of Yig. I don't know how fans getting out of this. So the Curse of Yig, we would never be able to test out of it. We would always have. It's basically I don't know what the Serpent trait does, but it's basically -1 health. We have 1 more health that we can spare. But then we could probably evade. We would have to try and evade all 3 of these. Yeah, welcome to the jungle. We got fun in games, indeed. Yes. We could try and evade all of these and then move out. The other thing we could do is we could come have. Well, no, I really don't want to get Daryl poisoned. We would have to succeed on 2 of the 3 of these. If we didn't, we would take a physical trauma. So we have. I think we have to go with Curse of Yig. I think we have to go with Curse of Yig, or else I think we die. Okay. Does anything bad happens when this deck runs out? I never remember. Okay. We got Obscuring Fog. Oh, that sucks. Counter deck, no, just yours. Okay. Okay, so that's now a 5, but we can go Kodak. Okay. Um. Let's have Daryl go first. And I think we're going to Torch. Ill Omen, discarded. And we'll shuffle these. Okay. We're going to do it again. Chamber of Time, an Ancient Hall, and shuffle this. We have 1 in there. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to discard the bad card in there so that we could evade, explore, and move out. We could also just come over here. Probably want to get rid of obscuring fog. It's tough. It's tough. The other thing we could do is we've done one action. We've done two actions, actually. We could move over here so that we have... And then we can spread out the enemies. But then this guy's going to come down. I do it again. Okay, we didn't hit it. There's still one. Yeah, there's still one in there. Okay. Ooh, and if Daryl engages one of the snakes and uses barrier from discard, he can evade the one with Finn too. Oh, really? Well, that's good to know. I didn't realize you could evade something that's not engaged with you. That's good to know. I think it all comes down to this. We've got... We're evading a brood of Yig. Going 5-2. A 0. We are successful. We're gonna go. We're gonna use thieves. Nope, that's a book. We're gonna go 5-3. We succeed. Okay. We have 2 actions left. We're going to try and evade this pit viper. 5-2. Come on. That's fair. I think we move out. I think we take the attack of opportunity. No, because then we die. We're dead. We're dead. Unfortunately. No, we can have the brood of Ye come over here and engage Daryl instead. Okay, we'll try and evade the pit viper one more time. 5-3. -1, so we're good. Pit viper is evaded. We'll just get... They will come and engage us again. Whoa. That's the issue with, or that's what I'm having a hard time with the evading, is you just get overrun at some point. So it's like, I think you need to evade and progress through quickly, and I'm not doing that. Okay. Okay. This guy is going to come here, engage, and deal 1-1. These guys are going to unexhaust and engage here. I'm going to unexhaust everything. We're going to get a money. Caught red-handed. Ready each enemy at your location or a connecting location. Each hunter at a connecting location moves 1 location towards you. Okay. No enemies moved. Discard. Okay. I don't see us getting out of that. Or I could try the impromptu barrier thing. Deduction. Alrighty. Top of the round, we're gonna add a doom. Finn. Surge. Each investigator who's poisoned takes 1 damage. Get rid of the trench coat so we don't lose. Oh, and that's surges. And to test Brain 2, this test gets +1 difficulty for each. If you fail, put a set aside poison weakness. So we have to exhaust Dr. Mailson here. And we've got a test feat 2. This tech is +1 difficulty for each doom on your location. If you fail, take 2 damage. Okay, so feat 2. We've got 4. This could end it. -5. Finn is dead. So Finn takes another physical trauma. That's his third physical trauma. Then I think at this point I need to figure out how to resign. Because I can't let Daryl just take more. And unfortunately it's 1, 2, 3. And this guy is engaged with me. I could go 1, 2, evade. And then resign next turn. And probably be fine. Okay. He still has to do a card. Merging timelines. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck for each card in your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1. 5. Lose 1 action. So we lose an action. So we have 2 actions. Okay. I think what we need to do is 1, 2. This guy is going to engage us. He's going to deal us 2 damage. We evade and resign next turn. Okay. So enemy phase will take 2 damage. Okay. On exhaust. Doesn't matter over there. Or actually the 2 hunters are going to come up here. Okay. Oh, no, he's not aloof. Never mind. Oh, he does have hunter. Calvin would be your hero by now. So much trauma. This guy did have hunter. I don't know how that would have affected anything. We're already not doing great. We're just gonna say that it's okay. He was hanging out. Okay. Top of the round. We'll place a doom. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Encounter card. Curse a Yig. -1 health. So we'd still be fine on health. Okay. We're good there. Okay. Let's evade. We're going 4 to 0. We're spending... No, we'll spend 1 off of the Kodak. 4 to 0. Hey, it's a star. Place 1 evidence on an asset you control. Let's go. Okay. 2, 3. Resign. Okay, we got out of there with only, well, 1 trauma so far. Let's read what happens. I Okay. Before resolving any other resolution, if at least one investigator was defeated, the investigator reads investigator defeat. The temple shakes with the ferocity of an earthquake, causing you to collapse to the ground. Serpent creatures emerge from the shadow all around you, surrounding you completely. Uh, the thought, this is how it ends, flashes through your mind. For a moment, you contemplate the absurdity of your death. You can only hope that nobody else would be foolish enough to try and explore these forsaken ruins. Check the campaign log. If there's at least 4 more tally marks under Yig's Fury, the creature... I don't actually remember. I meant to write that down, but I forgot. That's how many vengeance, right? Yig's Fury. I don't remember how many... I meant to write that down. Dang it. We're just going to say yes because I don't remember. Each investigator who was defeated is killed. There are not enough investigators to continue the campaign. The campaign is over and the players lose. Okay, so Finn's dead. That's cool. If another resolution remains, the remaining investigators proceed to the... Well, okay, I mean, at least that's fine because we got... Daryl's still alive, right? Okay. Okay. Resolution 2. The following is scrawled along the previous journal entry. It is not in my nature to leave a thing unfurnished. For the sake of my fallen comrade, I have taken it upon myself to record the remainder of our expeditions in the journal. The others never made it out of the temple. I convinced 2 of the other members of the expedition, Jose and Andrea, to venture into the others, but I fear a terrible fate has befallen them as well. Thankfully, my gambit was worthwhile. While Jose and Andrea searched for the others, I snuck into the temple and took a different route. Having seen what we have seen, knowing what we know now, I couldn't have returned to the university without evidence of our discovery. While the serpent creatures were distracted, I was able to reach a hidden passageway that led deeper underground. In the central chamber of these underground halls, I found the device. The orb was made of an unnatural steel, attached delicately to its bronze frame. It pulses with power in my hands and glowed with a dim blue light. Any fool could tell that it was not made by the Aztecs, but by the other members of the expedition cannot even begin to understand its true significance. The ruins started to crumble around me as I left, but it mattered not. The relic was all that mattered now. With the artifact in tow, I returned to the camp and told the others it was time to depart. Maria was waiting for us at the tracks when we finally reached the northern edge of the jungle. Now we are headed to Texas, where we will cross the border into the United States. It's a shame what happened to the others. Their sacrifice will not be in vain. Now my work can continue. In your campaign log, record that Alejandro recovered the Relic of Ages. The Harbinger of Villusa is still in player set aside. It's still alive. For each vengeance point, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And then each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display, which is, I think, just 1. We got 1. Woo! You don't get the victory points, so he comes in at a brand new. That just feels like a lose more. At least I'm glad it's now. He's only 4 XP behind, but yikes, that's not good. Okay, so we got 1 whole victory point. Sweet. You can house roll and gain the new victory point. If you wish, I'll have to think about that. I try not to house rule, but it's like I feel like I'm just gonna die and die and die and die, right? Because I'm already 4 XP behind. I felt like I didn't have enough XP, which, I mean, like, we only got 1 here, so we'll see. I don't know. Proceed to Interlude 2, Expedition's End. Check your campaign log. If the investigators recovered the Relic of Ages, read Expedition in. Nope. Oh, if Alejandro recovered, skip to Expedition End 5. Harlan Ernstone paces across your living room, dabbing his wrinkled forehead with his handkerchief. It is my fault. I should have never have encouraged them to go on that dreadful expedition. Though your paths have only crossed a few times before, Mr. Ernstone will have become a valuable contact of yours within the Miskatonic University. When the university's latest expedition returned with only a few survivors and a handful of strange, archaic artifacts, he came to you for advice. I know. I should at least take solace in the fact that the expedition was successful despite heavy losses. Alejandro was right all along. The Eztli people are real, and yet I am concerned about some of these findings. Harlan pulls a small leather-bound journal from his suitcase and hands it to you. Before the expedition leader's tragic death, the leader recorded many of the group's discoveries in this journal. One of the surviving members of the expedition managed to grab it from the camp before fleeing the jungle. I think that if you read these entries, you'll understand what I mean. The things they experienced, the creatures they encountered. Harlan shudders and adjusts his glasses with two shaky hands. I am concerned not only for Alejandro, but for all of us. Read this journal if you can. Please keep an eye on my colleague. You agree to help, but his worry does not fade. I only hope that I am not damaging you to a similar fate by asking for your aid. You spend the remainder of that night studying the expedition journal, your mind swimming with the thoughts of strange serpent creatures and Aztec warriors. Long after Harlan left, a loud knocking at the door startles you. And you jump to your feet. It's almost 2:30 in the morning. Who could possibly be at the door at this hour? You open the front door warily. On the other side is a woman with brown skin, long brown hair, and piercing yellow eyes, and set in a hard glare. She wears a long coat and a Bowman-style hat, visibly uncomfortable in her shoes. Her jaw is set in anger. A sudden flash of insight crosses your mind. You realize at once who she must be. After all, you've read and reread the journal's description of Ichtaka, the Eztli warrior. She lets out a heavy sigh and walks slowly over the threshold of your home, shutting the front door behind you. Whatever they did, you have to reverse it, she notes darkly, or we will all cease to exist. You can use Kaimari as the new investigator. They come in with 5 XP. Okay, yeah. We'll have to figure it out. Maybe is there a guardian that works well for evade? I feel like I need to bring healing, and guardians have the best access to that. Yeah, I don't know. That's tough. That's really tough. At least we didn't make it out. Guardians and mystics have healing. Lily can evade. Okay, I'll take a look at that. I think I had, if I didn't have more vengeance counters. I think regardless, this is just not working. Oh wait, hold on. If I resign, okay, so if no resolution was reached, each investigator was defeated. Did I read the wrong one? R1, R3. I don't know. I assume each investigator was defeated or resigned. Bring the boxer. Yeah, we'll find something to do. Awesome, cool. Well, that's gonna be it for today. That was another brutal session of Arkham Horror. I need to go back and just play because Scarlet Keys and this were both pretty demoralizing. So I need to find something because I enjoyed Dunwich, and maybe it's just I'm not a good Arkham player. I know that, but it's like And I've been playing through it blind, which, you know, makes it hard. But it's like it's frustrating. It's frustratingly challenging. Cool. Alrighty. Talk to you on Friday. That's going to be the next stream. Friday afternoon or Friday morning at 10 a.m. We're going to be doing some Lord of the Rings. Arkham is hard to have time to build. Yeah, that's true. Alrighty. I'll see you on Friday. And until then, hope you have a good day. Peace.